Hello there. So I just realized I have almost 1,000 different digital rigs or profiles, as they're called in the Kemper, and that I've worked on throughout the years. And I've spent a lot of time just researching and tweaking and trying with different guitars. And I haven't played them for a long time, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go through a lot of these old sounds, and hopefully we'll have a good time exploring all the different rigs here. Vintage Sound Project. That was a high gain rig right there. Let's see here. Fender Bassman rig. Didn't have a lot of sparkle to it. Sometimes these Fender profiles are awesome for getting really nice top end sparkle. Listen to how clean this is. Guess I can up the reverb a little bit here, perhaps. Digital Urn, what's up, my man? Welcome. Well, this is nice. This is supposedly a very old Fender Vibrolux or something. I like how when I push it, it doesn't go into that bright breakup. It's just the breakup is kind of fat. I mean, there isn't really a breakup, but something happens to it, though. It's nice. Let's increase the gain and we see what happens. Yeah, we get more classic breakup now with a bit more gain. Digital, where I find what? The Kemper? I bought the Kemper new like 12 years ago or something, 10 years ago. On the German Thomann. Oh, the guitar. Also, same answer actually. But this one I've tweaked it a little bit, changed the pickups and done a little bit of scallop and stuff like that. Randy Rose. Maybe we can find a distorted profile for that. I'm not sure I like this profile. Let's many of these profiles are, I've tweaked them for different guitars, right? So this is for FRM. Oh, that's for the Ibanez the Fireman, and that one has stacked single chords, where these are low output vintage single chords. So that's why sometimes there's a bit of a mismatch, but usually you can tweak them a little bit and still get to the right place with them. Let's see if we can find more. This is supposedly a very old Vox AC something. Why is this guy so scared to play STP? What's STP? I don't know what that is. Oh, you've always appreciated guys like me who can play on the fly. Yeah, everything I do is just improvised. And I wouldn't say that's admirable. It's actually somewhat it's a bit of a handicap because you know, you'd want to have some easy tricks that you could just play anytime and you knew they would sound good. And improvising is not always good for that, but it's the only way I can stay intrigued by the instrument. Oh, Stone Temple Pilots. Oh, sorry, I don't know any songs by them. Eruption. I like that. I don't know Eruption, but I can do some tapping. It's nice to do them with a clean tone. Or somewhat clean. It sounds a little boxy, but it sounds like it could be a Vox AC something. Eric Johnson. Would need like a high gain Marshall profile for that or something. Let's see if I can find. I don't know. It's not really a Eric Johnson tone, but I need to. Yeah, I need to. Ooh, listen to that. Pretty cool delay right there. Thank you, Keegan. Thank you, Master Payne. So how long did it get your setup going? So you mean like the Kemper setup or the live stream setup? Which setup are you thinking about? Okay, so here's a super vintage Marshall. I don't know if it sounds vintage. Oof. Listen to this. That's nice. Ooh, I like it. Signal flow and choice of equipment. Oof. Well, it's a work in progress, right? I did have some good, I think, live stream set up like 4 or 5 years ago, but then my main camera broke, and it took me a while before I bought a new camera. So, but as soon as I got this camera, I think I got it back up. I mean, I use the setup I've basically bought for studio recording, right? So this microphone is an AKG 414, C414. It's a studio grade like vocal microphone. It's a bit overkill for these streams, but since I have it here, I might as well use it, right? And same thing with this one, like a vocal preamp. It's also really nice. It's like a one-channel strip, this whole thing. This is a 286S DBX. I'm actually thinking about buying a new one, so I can have two, one for the guitar if I play acoustic and for the vocals. Sorry, I don't know Parisian walkways. So I don't know how long it took me, probably years and years, but it's a work in progress, and a lot of the stuff is overkill just for live streaming, but I bought it for the studio, you know, so I might as well use it, right? I think this was a very nice sound. Let's start with a fat, like a big delay. See how that would work. Amina, what's up? Do I get recommendation? No. The way I use, or I usually buy stuff is I usually have a problem I want to solve. It's maybe I'm looking for a specific sound or a specific solution for some kind of situation where I'm streaming or whatever. So I'll start Googling what other people do to fix the problem. Sometimes you'll already at this stage get some, gear recommendations. And then you can start comparing stuff. So watch some reviews on YouTube maybe or whatever. And once you start hone in on a specific alternative, or a specific piece of gear, then you could Google a little bit and search for the gear name and alternatives. So if you're looking for I don't know, like a Fender Princeton amp, and you're like Fender Princeton alternative, and you can just keep going and refining, and eventually you'll end up understanding what people who are looking for the specific piece of gear, what they usually end up buying. And many times, I'm not sure that's the case for like a Princeton amp, but many times there are cheaper options, especially if you don't need all the functionality of the specific piece of gear. And then you can find something cheaper, and then you go for a while and give it a couple of days, weeks, months, whatever, and eventually you end up honing in on something. And I almost never try stuff beforehand because I hate going to guitar stores, and it's just not my thing. I just research a lot. Usually works out with a lot of research. If I buy something quickly, then it doesn't work out, and often I'll regret it. So it needs to take some time. So this was a really nice amp, I think, the Marshall. See what more we have. Okay, this sounds so cool. I think we're gonna have to try for the backing track now. What are we gonna use? What are we gonna use? Ballad, that sounds like fun. I wanted something with less gain because my sound isn't that hard. What do you guys think about that? Tone twerking, I like it. Looking for something with a bit more clean sounding. No. This is nice. This is really what I'm looking for when I'm tweaking tones. It's all about finding something that eventually gives you inspiration to play, you know. And I wish I were a bit less complicated dude, because then I could just stick around for one cool sound and I'd be happy with that. But it doesn't work like that. If I find one sound, the next day I need another sound and another sound. That's why I got the Kemper, but now I realize I actually prefer the sound of tube amp, so I'll tweak an amp, but right now my amp doesn't work. Yeah, you could say I play professionally. I've been, making a living of playing guitar my entire adult life. So it's both, teaching on my site and, I created the GMC website as well. It's been a long time since I did any IRL gigging, but to me this is just as good what we're doing here. It's a pretty nice track, don't you think? That's the Allman Brothers style by my fellow co-instructor David Walliman. Buckethead, yeah, I love his ballads. Rest my foot on something. It's always the challenge with these strings, finding a comfortable playing position. Robert, yeah, I like this vintage Icon model. I've done a lot of tweaks to it. I scalloped it, I fret leveled it, I added the bare knuckle pickups to it. It's been my platform for learning to do the DIY, do-it-yourself stuff on the guitar. Why the sad tears, Shane? You're gonna be even more sad because I don't know anything by them. David Gilmour would play. Yeah, we can some slower bluesy licks perhaps. Let's see what we can find. Maybe we can see if we can find some other sound. Oh, it's so dry. Check this out. I don't know, that sounded really crap to me. I don't know what that sounded. It's also This is chill. Thank you for the great words, man. This is better. I was just referring to the profile, the specific rig. Yeah, the Kemper sounds good. He's gonna make it. That's just, I don't know, very sorry, but thank you for the great words, man. How are you so creative when listening to the track for the first time? Thank you so much, man. This isn't the first time. This is a lot of backing tracks I have bookmarked from the GMC site. But you're right in the sense that I haven't played them for years and I don't have anything planned, you know. So improvising is really what I'm intrigued with. If it weren't for improvising, I would have stopped playing a long time ago. And that almost happened before I figured out that I need to stop trying to write solos and just jam. And I wasn't very good at it in the beginning, but the more I did it, the better it sounded. And I always did it because I liked how fun it is. You know, it makes music enjoyable. Whereas just writing stuff and practicing 2 licks for 4 days, I hate that stuff. I used to do that, but I can't stand that. So even if it sounds bad, I'd rather improvise. And with that attitude, I got gradually better, you know? I think that's how you should do it. Yeah, I did some Rammstein songs. Who was good from the beginning? Exactly, no one is good from the beginning. But some people think that unless it sounds good when you're improvising, then you're not improvising. But that's not how it works, you know. It sounds really bad for everybody when they're improvising in the beginning, and then it gets better. But as long as you're having fun, then you know that you're doing something right. C major. Exactly. So I agree about improvisation there. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, on the contrary, it's like anything in life. Perfect doesn't exist, and it's actually the imperfections that where the charm lies. That's what intrigues me. So whenever I stumble upon something that wasn't made on purpose, that's usually when I discover something new. So I'm always searching for something, basically a little playing mistake that I can turn into a feature. didn't know. I don't know Terry Cat. Thank you, Gavin. Thank you, Philip. I'll try. So finding a lot of good sounds here. I'm pretty happy with that. Metal Man, what's up? Yeah, where are you from, guys? That would be interesting to know. Stockholm, Sweden here. So lots of great sounds coming there. Let's see what more we have. Ballad, solid stuff. I don't know Jenga, sorry man. Philip from the US, awesome. Search for another profile here. Keep searching. Lives of Dover. So I haven't played any song for like 20 years, but if you want me to break down a specific technique or something like that, I'm more than happy to do that for you. And Philip, thanks so much for your kind words. Whoops. Push sound, I like it. I have no idea what Dicta Mamo is. This is in E major, so playing Locrian over it would sound pretty bad, but you do have the Locrian mode here. But I mean, if I play E Locrian now, you would all die, so I'm not sure that's a good idea. Ouchie! So Omima, the song, is just a backing track from the GMC website, and you have the shorter version, you have it for free here, you don't need to register or anything like that. But I'm playing the loop version. And it's from my fellow co-instructor, Mr. Jose Lasaga. It's an Eric Johnson style kind of ballad. Let's try another one. I don't know Autumn Leaves. I don't know any songs, sorry. No Yes either. No, I don't know Yes. Haha, so funny. Your sound is amazing. Thank you, Doozy Poo. Well, this is gonna get bluesier, I think. I'm gonna find another sound, see? This is a 2-rock profile, but I couldn't really make sense out of it. This might be good. I like the divided by 13 profile. So some jazz improvisation. So we could get adventurous over this track, right? I'm just playing in E minor pentatonic, but we could throw in some outside notes. That would sound a little bit jazzy, don't you think? Whoops. I need to work on that though. Well, someone said that the only difference between like jazz and shred is the arrangement. And in a way that's true, you know, this is always going to sound like blues, but that doesn't mean we can't get very adventurous in our note choice. Pretty nice tone there, I think. Let's search for some other. Oh, this is a very clean sound. And we push it into distortion. That's a nice one, Doocy. I'm not going to suggest you play anything because you playing whatever you want sounds better than anything I could suggest you. You're too kind, man. Thank you so much. So this is a Kemper Profiler C-Raj. But we need to push it a bit more. So, let's see if we can find something more here. So we have some questions about jazzy stuff, right? And here's one with modulation, so we could do that. That would sound a bit more jazzy. It's still more like a fusion arrangement. C major. would be cooler with a different sound, maybe like a distorted.
Where am I? So it has 4 modulations, and I have a rock and roll brain. Okay, back to C sharp minor now. So it's C sharp minor. It plays C sharp minor pentatonic. And then it's C major. So it modulates all the time. It's a little bit jazzy. And then B minor. And B flat major. And back to C sharp minor. Let's take it from the beginning, see if I can follow. Back to B minor. Starts again. B minor. B flat major. Back to C major. And then B minor, B major, B flat major. Oh man. Okay, so if you want the challenge, so the progression is C sharp minor, and then it's C major, actually C sharp minor 7, and then it's C major 7, then B minor 7, sorry. And then it's B flat major 7. So from the beginning, C sharp minor, C major 7, C sharp minor, B minor, and then B flat major. You have it here. The short version, you can just play it without any count or anything if you want to practice it. I never really make it more than 1 or 2 loops anyway, so I don't need the long version. I never listened to Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. Slow down, yeah, I know. Sometimes when you get stressed by a chord progression, you tend to just play faster and faster. But it's harder to play melody. Over this kind of change, it's pretty hard, so let's try it. Messing up, but give it a shot, see if you can work it out. Yeah, Robert, so the tricky part here is not only kind of knowing the scale. I often aim for arpeggios, so if it's like C sharp minor 7, I would either play the C sharp minor pentatonic scale, or I would remove the 4th and just play the arpeggio, so that would be if you remove the fourth, so one note per octave, you get the C sharp minor 7 arpeggio. And then we have C major 7, so I'll either just, you can play the major scale. But you could also play the C major 7 arpeggio. I like to add the Lydian note, so you get like a Hirajoshi, or sometimes I call it the Chinese mode. That's pretty nice. So you just play a C major 7 arpeggio, and you add the flat 5 or sharp 4th, or the whatever you want to call it, the Lydian note basically. That's what I like to use. I know it goes by quickly. I know if I were to explain this in depth, it would take me like a full lesson. I don't think anybody wants to hear that, but at least this allows you to kind of Google the stuff if you like the sound of it. So that's an interesting kind of modulation. Should we find an easier modulation? I don't know. Dorian to Dorian, maybe that's... Oh, this has no loop track. Let's try another one. A Ionian to F Lydian. F Lydian. Oh, I just need to remember when it comes. Oh, that's... no. Oh, I messed up severely. Let's take it from the beginning. This is interesting. So I don't know the track really well, so I need to figure out when the change happened. It's A major to F Lydian. I'm back. So F Lydian is kind of short there. So if you nail it, sounds good. If you don't, sounds bad. Oh, I'm back again to A major. Oh man. F Lydian. No, some extra chords there. Well, anyhow. I messed up. So yeah, if you want to try this one out, it's also interesting chord change there. Okay, yeah, that's some crazy stuff. Well, you don't need to learn a lot of theory. What matters is to play a lot, because you're going to practice your ears, and just by jamming a lot, trying to figure things out by ear. I mean, it's much slower than having someone tell you what to do, but it's much more developing. Just having someone tell you what to do doesn't really develop you the same way as experimenting and finally finding how it's done, because along the way, you will have learned so many new things. How do you do your improvisation? I suck at it, actually. So I don't think that improvisation is a good idea to start off with these modulations. I don't even know why we're doing them. It's better to just find a track that loops, or a single key, a jam track, right? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yo soy de Suecia. So what's this? So B Dorian. I would pick like a simple track that just loops over and over in the same key. about Yo soy de Mexico. I like it. Yo soy de Suecia. I said that. That's the only thing I can say, actually. The world also needs rhythm guitars, for sure. And if you ever see my playing and think, oh man, I'll never be that good, I should put the guitar down, that's totally the wrong conclusion. Because correct, you will not play what I do, but you will play what you do even better. Because music is all about reflecting you. That's what it's about. So of course you're not going to be able to play like me. Who would want that? Only me, right? You want to play like you, and you're going to do that much better than I ever could do. So if you want to learn to improvise, it's a good idea to start with the pentatonic scale and start with just some basic blues licks. I've been playing for almost 30 years, and it takes time. You cannot really assess your progress by thinking how good you are. It's always how much am I playing and how much fun am I having when playing. That's really the only way to gauge where you're at. If you've been playing for 6 months and still having fun when playing, then you're on a good path. If you want to pick up the guitar on a daily basis, you're gonna get good. If you don't, then that's what you should work on. You shouldn't really think, what can I do to get good? You should think, what can I do to make me want to pick up the guitar on a daily basis? And sometimes it doesn't even involve playing. It's more about finding ways to be inspired, Maybe a long walk with your friend, or with, just scroll for cool videos, or find some concert recording that you love. It could be anything. Cool, guys. So I'm going to have to end this session now. To be honest with you, I was a little bit sad today because I was hoping to have my tube amp back up, but I still haven't received my rectifier tube. But you guys have still been absolutely amazing, and I want to thank you for that. You're the best I could ever dream of having in this session. And I hope I'll be seeing you tomorrow, because you've been absolutely wonderful, and I've been Christopher Dahl. See ya, and have a good one.